Trini can back in here again with the new video. So guys, with this video, I want to talk to you guys about a few things. One, you need to get your life in order before the great collapse comes, because it's coming soon. I don't know if you guys pay attention to the news you can read or the news on TV, but October 1st is when they are going to implement the not the pretty much, if you have student debt, the debt will be reinitiated to being paid back, and that's about $504 is the base normally people have to pay a month. So if you were not saving and you were not trying to be like literate with money, it's time for you to start now. I can never say it's too late, as long as you actually take what I'm saying and you actually run with it. Because like, I know a lot of people don't want to work. I know people believe like they're retired now after the whole COVID thing and stuff like that. But you are not retired. You have to actually still work. You have to still bust your ass. You have to put money aside. You have to make sure that the money you have is going to propel you into the future. It's important you understand that since 1970s, I say this over and over again, money is not backed by anything besides the faith you have upholding it. So when the government tells you to, store hard assets, and you're storing cash, and you realize that cash is going to zero before you know it, you really got to think about what is the best way for you to push past the government. Best way to do this is to invest in crypto. It's to find little things that you can invest in. Learn how to flip toys, learn how to flip cards, learn how to flip, just learn about the whole idea of consumer needs. Like, what do consumers actually want at this moment? The more and more you choose to put off what needs to get done, the more and more you choose to not actually learn more and intake information a certain way, and you don't choose the best possible things you can do, the more you're gonna suffer. This is why I always tell you guys, it's important that you guys start looking at crypto. You understand what crypto is. You understand that you can make money through it, through XCAD. Like, you understand that once you actually have this investment, you can make money. Like, the whole XCAD thing, pretty much, XCAD is pretty much like, you buy a nerd. It's called a little nerd, right? And it's a little NFT thing. And then with this nerd, you keep on buying. No, you can watch videos with the nerd. The nerd watches the videos, and then the nerd gets tired, obviously, and then you gotta wait until the nerd is good to go. But for each video you watch, you get a certain amount of money. So it's important that you guys look into that at this time, because at the end of the day, this is a passive way of income. You're working smarter, not harder. And I know a lot of people believe that the US dollar won't ever fall to the end, not to the end, but it will never fall to become a very minuscule way of payment. But it is, because the more and more you look in the news, the more and more you see different countries pulling away from the American dollar. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not too sure what year it was, but Saudi Arabia and the US signed a deal that they will pretty much make anybody who wants oil to pay in the US dollar. That has now been retracted, whatever you guys want to call it, right? So Saudi Arabia is selling their oil not only in US dollars, but they're selling their oil in whatever someone's coming towards them with now. So US dollar no longer holds that the US currency is no longer held over people's head to buy oil, because now they can pretty much buy oil with their own money. They no longer have to transfer the money over to US dollar, meaning the people who have no money can't transfer it to get what little they can to get the oil. It all comes down to control, guys. Yes, it does. It comes down to control. So the more and more you look into this, and the more and more you look into the history of the US, it is doomed to repeat itself. This is not a doom and gloom thing. I'm telling you guys what you should do. Real assets, real crypto, understanding that the stock market is control, understanding that everything you have been taught in school is a lie. I know it's hard. It's very hard. That's the message, guys. I want to keep these brief so they upload, and I love y'all. Remember, what you water will grow. What you water will grow. Whether it's bullshit, no shit, or good shit. Goodbye.